why I believe Satellite Rain is my new favorite game. To clarify, the intent of this video is to describe why I deeply enjoy this game experience at the moment. And this is not really trying to encourage people to play this game, because my perspective is very much biased by my own experiences, biased by my own knowledge, and biased by my own communication skills. So really, this is more just to capture the intent of this recording is more to capture some of my thoughts and to help me practice communicating complex experiences like what I understand about me engaging with games. So my perspective, or what I will describe in this video, might be a unique view of games. So if that interests you, you are welcome to continue listening. And if this does not interest you, that is very okay too. So there are several reasons why I am enjoying this game at the moment. But it might be easier to demonstrate some of what I will describe. So one moment as I configure my new game. I am going to skip the tutorial because I am familiar with this game, and likely I will describe features of this game as I speak. So I don't want to show the tutorial as much, and I'll just choose the configuration I had before. Okay, so and I will skip this introduction cutscene so I'm not too distracted. But there are several reasons why I deeply enjoy this game. Maybe the first reason I can start with is that the moment-to-moment experience is very is very comfortable and very relaxing for me. So as you can see on screen now, the way I control my characters in this game is very much point and click. So this is a fairly accessible way for me to engage with this game, because when I want to navigate the space of this game, I just have to choose where I want to walk my characters, and then my characters immediately walk towards that location. So this moment to moment experience helps, because this means the number of steps between me wanting to travel somewhere and the game reflecting my intent to travel is very minimal. I just point and click, so that is roughly 2 steps. And I like the pace that my characters walk as well, because as you can see, it requires multiple seconds to travel from one point to another point. So while my characters are walking around, this gives my mind valuable opportunities to rest, and this is more. I just want to dismiss that pop up because well, it it did not stop the game like talking dialogue that I prefer, but I'm going to try to ignore that now. But back to what I was saying. I like the pace of movement because and this is very specific to me because I can easily feel overwhelmed with too much information, and many games do present too much information and not enough guide to navigate the game's information more easily. So and I have experienced that with many games, but this game I do appreciate how when my characters are traveling around this game world, there are these moments of waiting for me. So and not just waiting, but what is also important is minimal decision fatigue. So I have experienced too many times when playing other games that they present too much open-endedness, and I can struggle to decide what to do next because there are too many equally valid decisions and not enough I guess focus for me. So but in a game like this Satellite Rain, I can focus on one mission at a time, or focus on one location at a time, and that helps me engage with this game in a more I guess step by step, or in a more iterative way, and that is much more comfortable for me. So I guess to summarize, that reason why I enjoy this game. One reason is that the way this game requires I control my characters, or the way I must control my avatars is simply point and click, and the feedback is instant as well. So I click, I see these blue rings pop up around where my mouse is, and my characters immediately start to walk in that direction. Or if I double click, as the tutorial explained to me, I can also make my character sprint. So the controls are a very important part of the user experience for me, and I am more sensitive to whether the user experience is friendly enough. So this is one feature of this game I do appreciate. The second reason why I enjoy this game is that and this is more difficult to show in this recording, but I have confirmed from playing this game quite recently and quite extensively, is that this game world has been crafted to be a very consistent and same world, meaning that each time I play this game from the beginning, or each time I load my save file, the game world that I can navigate my character in is exactly the same. So this is different compared to many other recent games, which try to randomize the game and environment, and there is no problem with that by itself. It's just that for my personal preferences, I like games that have no randomness and are much more intentionally designed or intentionally crafted to have a persistent game world, because this makes it much easier for me to learn how to play this game, and I can more easily familiarize with a very persistent game world, and I can lean on parts of my learning experience, like memorizing locations of interest, or I can memorize more easily where I'm likely to discover threats, or like threats in the game, or where I can more likely discover something of value. So I like games that provide a very, and not just the a physical game space, but I like consistent rules as well, because the less information I have to overload in my short-term memory, the less risk of me feeling overwhelmed. So I like consistent rules and a consistent world, and I like when the world space is exactly the same, no matter how many times I am travel back to the area. Now you might have noticed on screen that there are patrolling people, and that there are civilians who also walk around. I don't know if they follow a pattern, or if the way these non-playable characters move and interact with this world are random or not, but from my perspective, I am very okay with that. Those parts can be more random, or not, or can be less easily understood by me, and would not concern me as much from a friendly game experience perspective. So yes. So to summarize that reason that helps me enjoy this game is, I like a persistent or a continuous game world that is fixed, much like real life. And as a half joke, my personal life outside games would be much more frustrating if my local grocery shop changed its location every day or two. I like specific things in my world to be fixed, and so that it is much easier for me to work with. So that's one reason. The next reason why I enjoy this game is a game feature that I believe is not very common in games, based on my experience, and I have played several games, and I have not noticed that too much, but let me try and show you this now. So I'm about to engage in some combat, and one of the features of this game that helps me to manage the combat more easily is slowing down time massively. So let me ready my character's weapons, and if I attack this enemy, well, okay, I did not show it then because that was just one of them, but I want to be swarmed by some enemies now, just to show you this feature more clearly. So I'm hearing from the game that an alarm has been sounded because I've triggered this security camera, which sees my people with their weapons out, which is how this game reacts to your actions, or one way this game reacts to your actions, because this is like a very simulated world. So that there's one now that there's one enemy arriving here to attack me. Let me move my team behind cover, and now I'm going to press this button here. So I've now clicked it, and this game has slowed down to maybe like 10%, 20%. I forget the number, but now I like this because my mouse can move at the same speed it normally can, but pressing buttons on my screen and deciding how to react in a very intense situation. This slowdown feature suddenly gives me much more time to react, and for me personally, there is no value to me playing a game when I have extremely minimal time to react, because that creates a game that is much more punishing for me, and I personally struggle to react quickly to information, like or react to intense danger easily. I always struggle with that, even in my personal life. But with the slowdown, if I now click to target the unit that is attacking me, my characters also move slowly, and now they are attacking back. So I don't know if the video shows clearly, but I can see projectiles traveling towards the enemy on my screen, and that they are still launching projectiles at my team as well. So this slowdown feature is what I believe more games should have, to be more accessible and to be more friendly for people like me, because I like having more time to make decisions during intense situations. And in a game like this, it can become very complex what kind of decisions I want to consider, because I may be fighting multiple targets at the same time. Multiple of my team members may be attacked at any single time. There might be unique abilities that I want to trigger under very specific contexts. So from my experience with this game, the number of decisions and information I need to process can become very large very quickly, and having the slowdown feature is a very welcome way to make my experience more or make the experience more user friendly. So I'm not really fighting back much now, because I'm being swarmed by too many enemies, or too many attackers. So I would just let my team die. But that is one reason why I like this game, and that I wish more games had that slowdown feature, because having more time to think, and more time to react, and more time to decide my next steps greatly helps reduce my risk of feeling overwhelmed, and it lets me consider more tactics, or consider more strategy in the moment. And one reason I enjoy playing games is to execute on my own plans. And even a short-term plan like how to survive this immediate threat I like having the time to consider what to do, and then to execute that plan. Um, so so to summarize, that one reason that helps me like this game is that slowdown feature. And to clarify, why I describe my experience with this game as deeply enjoyable is because by adding all of these small appreciations and small features or small experiences that I value, they add up to create a cohesive, really enjoyable experience. If that seems clear. So because ultimately, when I engage with a game, the game is engaging my brain, and my brain operates on human psychology. So as long as I don't feel overwhelmed, as long as I don't feel frustrated, that there are more opportunities for me to experience positive emotions and engagements. So that's one reason that I enjoy this game. The next reason is related to this point and click controls and moving around. But I like that the way I can interact with this environment. That there are doors like this that can block my path, but many doors can be opened by interacting with these terminals. And the way this game describes it, we need some kind of hacking skill to interact and to open those doors. This specific door can't easily be opened because my characters don't have the skill. But if I click for more information here, it says that if I try a less optimal brute force way to interact with this object, my team has a 33% chance to succeed. So I'm going to force this now. So that is what a failure looks like. So my team member becomes injured and stunned for a brief time, and probably in other locations that would trigger some kinds of alarm. But let me try again, because I just want to show the simple interaction of how to open doors in this game. And I like that. So now that's open, and now I have a short time to walk through that door. So I like that navigating this game world has these simple interactions. So I can either point and click to travel to any point, or if I want to unlock doors, I can just point and click at specific at specific objects to trigger the unlocking of other objects. I like this group of simple world interactions. And too many other games I've played, like for example, I'm first person perspective games. I have to guide my character all the way up to some object, and then I have to maybe play some kind of mini game to hack something, and then something will open. So for me specifically, that is too many steps just to achieve the one thing, which is I just want to unlock this one door and travel through. I don't like too many steps to I don't like too many steps between intent and between between successful execution. So that is another small reason why I like this game, is that interacting with this game world can be about interacting with little machines and walking around, and in the middle of a fight, choosing which enemies to target. That can be enjoyable too. And I will now show another reason why I enjoy this game, which is kind of a small reason, but enough to add to all of my other positive experiences that help improve my satisfaction. So one core experience about this game is that there is this money resource that is shown at the top of my screen, and this resource is used primarily to purchase upgrades for my team. And one way that this game enables me to acquire resources is to generate unlock and trigger a passive income. And I like this so much in my games, because this is like a zero steps automated way to acquire some kind of important resource, and the rate at which I gain this passive income doesn't have to be very fast either. So let me show you how that works. So at the moment, my money is fixed at 1,680. But one of this game's features is that if I hack this ATM machine, successfully, then it starts to generate money over time for me. So you may notice now at the top of my screen, my number of credits is now increasing slowly. So that's because I'm in this game. I've interacted with the game feature that helps give me resources over time, and this game describes this as 0.19 per second. I have not actually confirmed if that is the rate at which like if that is the accurate rate at which my resource does increase, but I do appreciate that. And this also kind of this also contributes to a less overwhelming experience for me, because if my understanding is that there is this one important resource that I want to gather more of, then naturally one of my motivations in this game is to acquire as much of this important resource, and to acquire this resource as quickly as possible, and a resource that can build up passively with no extra action from me is very valuable. And I don't know too many games that offer you the choice to build up a truly passive income. And in the context of this game, this can make me feel less overwhelmed, because one of the activities I would focus on is exploring these cities for more of these ATM machines, so I can hack them and increase my passive income even further. So that in some way does give me some focus. And there are many games that are maybe too complex for my liking, because they have too many resources to work with, and too many complex ways to acquire those resources. So that so to summarize that part, I like passive gain of resources, because that reduces the number of steps for me to engage with this game. And I might just need a moment break to remind myself what else I want to describe about what I like about this game. Oh, there is another feature, but I will have to load one of my games to show that. So I might do that now. One moment. So when I first played this game, the combat the combat experience in this game seems very overwhelming, and seems, well, maybe not very overwhelming, but there were moments I did feel overwhelmed, and I did struggle to manage the combat more easily. But one of the tools that this game gives me is that I can make my characters invisible. So if there is a threat, instead of engaging them directly. Okay, well, in this instance, I am failed to stay cloaked, or to stay invisible, because I let my enemies see me just before I am activated my invisible. So now that they are still chasing me, so I might just quickly run out of here, so I can demonstrate this more easily. Just keep running. Or I guess another option is I could just let my team die, but I don't want to waste too much time. I forgot how to open this door. Let me think. Oh wait, I can travel back this way. I suddenly recall how I actually entered this area. So I'm going to crawl through this vent. Okay, so what I failed to show was that if I want to completely avoid dangers in this game, it can be as simple as activating the cloak ability, and my team will become invisible, like this, and I used a keyboard a shortcut to make all of my team cloak at the same time, so I don't have to click these individual buttons 4 times. But that I like this game gives me a tool to instantly hide from danger. That that really helps someone like me who can very easily who can easily struggle to engage with game controls. Um, and the next experience I like that I want to describe as well, is vaguely similar. So if I want to defeat enemies in combat, um, my characters have the option to directly attack with guns, which would require some time because I would have to reduce their health points down to 0, and I would have to achieve that before they reduce my team's health points down to 0. But one feature this game gives me is that with this specific class of team, or this specific class of soldier is there is this ability that lets me instantly take control of any person in this game, but that requires some time. So even during combat, when I am being attacked, I can instantly remove the threat if the threat is only one person. So let me try and show this in action. I might just return to where I was attacked, so I can show this more clearly. But this instant convenience really only applies to other people, and not these big defensive machines. So let me just cloak first so I can avoid those machines, and I can see this one enemy here. So let me show this. So let me intentionally get attacked. So I'm being attacked right now, but I have this ability that I can just run up to the enemy, and then if I can survive, unfortunately I did not survive here. And maybe this was not the best demonstration because I was swarmed by too many enemies at the same time. So let me try again, but with a smaller group of enemies. Okay, let me just quickly walk these streets and see if I can find one patrolling person. Typically I can find those people, and they are like police. So they patrol the streets, and they attack any person that takes out their gun. But this street does look very quiet. Let me just keep searching. Okay, I might just trigger this alarm, which might bring some enemies towards me. And I suddenly recall I also have this a miniature map as well, so that should tell me when danger is approaching, and now I see this red dot. I'm traveling here, so this enemy is now here, and now they are attacking. So one way to engage in combat is I could attack back with my gun, and there they just lost some health. But one feature I believe that is very accessible is I have this ability that I can just instantly take control of that person. So now that I have succeeded, I can now control this person like they are in my team, and this creates interesting emergent gameplay, because now this extra person on my team is suddenly much more helpful. I can use this person to distract the enemy. I can use this person to attack the enemy, or I can order them to return to some kind of base that I can gain bonuses from. So I like that, like from my perspective, this instant hijack ability is a very accessible feature for me. And similarly, there's this other ability that has more range, and does not give me control, but it temporarily stuns that person while the ability is happening, and it makes them go crazy. So they might run around, they might attack their own team, and then after a certain time, they actually explode. So maybe I can capture this. So yes, so all of their health just instantly went away. So this other ability is a way to instantly remove one person threat to me, and personally, this is a very accessible supporting experience. I like that valuable instant action and very useful outcome, or very useful result, because in a very small time, I can consistently remove one danger from this game, instead of trying to fight with guns and having to wait until these tough enemies will be defeated. And one more similar feature I also want to show. Let me try and run my oh wait, I can show this here because I'm being attacked up here, but there is this like melee range ability as well, which is very powerful and often kills enemies in one action. So if I show this now, they will run up, and then instant threat removed. So this is another similar accessible feature to me. I like having tools, or I like having options that require only one step, or almost one step to complete, to instantly and to permanently remove something from this game that I do not want to be to that I do not want to be attacked by. So I like those types of tools. Those tools are very accessible, one step, and very high impact results. Um, so that's some reasons, and almost similar with accessible. As you can see, the way this enemy is fighting me, they are hiding behind cover, which can reduce some damage. And there is this ability from this class that lets me throw grenades that completely ignores cover, because if I can throw the explosive just behind them, they will take massive damage, and take damage instantly. So grenade has been thrown, and 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 now the grenade in this instance instantly defeated that enemy. So I like these very accessible and very helpful tools. And this is just the combat part. Um, the the next thing the next experience I want to describe that I also value is that one part of this game involves breaking into these big facilities, and I must travel to a specific location, like some big door, and then and to complete the mission, my team must enter that door, and then I must escape. And I like the way that this game is designed. These facilities can have multiple entrances. So in this instance, that there is this main front door, and on the side here I can see this lift, and what I showed earlier was a vent that my team crawled through. And I like this game involves a very significant, like, stealth experience. And similar to why I enjoy the walking pace of this game. When I engage in stealth, so for example, if I cloak my team, and then if I sneak past cameras, or I'm sneak past the enemy guards, then this is a form of walking, or a form of waiting that I highly value, because this not only gives my mind opportunities to relax and to rest. I'm just like walking, but also there is minimal risk of decision fatigue, because in those moments I'm focused on traveling from one point to the next point in a safe way. So that focus helps me helps minimize my risk of feeling overwhelmed. And I can watch my characters sneaking around, and the pace at which we move also means that I can have valuable micro downtime, and I can relax my own mind. Then I just sneak around, and then what I would often do is I would run behind cover, where the enemies can't see me. Then I switch off my cloaking, and then I allow my team to regenerate their energy, and this experience involves even more waiting. So this really helps to pace out my experience. I don't like how many games make me feel overwhelmed, because the way they require that I engage with those games can involve non-stop action. Excuse me. I'm just coughing because I'm talking so much with no break. And my throat is getting dry. But the way I flow with this game experience seems to involve lots of waiting, and I like that waiting is part of the experience of progressing forward. So I would sneak around, which is a form of waiting, and then I stop, and then I rest my team, and then when we are fully rested, I will sneak around some more, and move around this hostile and environment in a more careful and in a more safe way. And I like that kind of consistent pacing and flow, because my risk of feeling overwhelmed while playing is very small. So I can just sneak around, move to one area, rest, move to my next area, rest, and then when I complete this enough times, then I have traveled to my own objective. So it's a very step-by-step experience, very iterative, not too overwhelming, just one baby step at a time, and I like that more than my experiences with other games that are like too much planning, too much strategy, or too much intense tactics, and not enough time to react, and too many other games I've greatly struggled to engage with. But this game does offer a complex, I believe, complex enough and environments, and I believe complex enough decisions and things, but my perspective is that the experience is often not too overwhelming, so I can have time to consider, have time to create plans, and try to execute plans. And even my plans don't execute perfectly either. Sometimes I misjudge whether some area is safe, and sometimes combat does still happen unintentionally, and this is emergent gameplay, and I must improvise to try and survive. I like that experience too. Or what I often do as well is that if I am in danger, like I am now, when I am being attacked, and maybe I am fighting this overwhelming force that I cannot defeat. One experience about this game that I very much value is I can actually I can reliably run away from that danger. So right now I'm being overwhelmed, but what I can do is try to run away from that danger, and the enemies don't run as quickly as me. and and coincidentally, I also equipped my character with tools that regenerate health points over time, and regenerate more quickly. But I like games that, when they present very harsh dangers, like if I fail to survive that danger, then I receive a game over, or the game stops me from I'm progressing forward. I like I like when a game gives me the reliable option to completely run away from that danger, so I can heal, so I can rest, and so I can develop a new plan. So that feedback loop can be very satisfying, for me, because that means, I can learn, I can apply what I have learned, and I can try again. So in that way, this game is very forgiving, and this game seems to encourage me to try again and to learn. And I don't like games that have so much difficulty that the moment to moment experience is a great struggle. And if I fail in those games, I am catastrophically blocked from progressing further through that game. Now, my personal perspective is that one reason why I enjoy playing games is to progress forward. I do not play games because I enjoy struggling with difficulty, and I respect that many other people do enjoy that stimulation of difficulty. But for me personally, I prefer all of my games to be as easy as humanly possible. But and or if the game is going to present dangers, at least give me tools to manage those dangers much more easily. So for example, many games give you like many difficulty options at the start of the game, and my preference is to choose the absolute lowest difficulty each time, because more difficulty often means much more mental burden on me to react and to decide, and much more burden on play. And I don't like pressure. I don't like to feel overwhelmed. So long story short, and to circle back to my talking point, is I like having the option to consistently run away from my danger, with no arbitrary chance that the running away might fail. So yes, so that is another feature about this game that I enjoy. And maybe one small reason, maybe another small reason I enjoy this game is that, this game does communicate information very clearly and very visually. So anything I would need to interact with in this game, I can see them. So there is this camera here, which shows its field of vision, and if I step into that light, then this game follows the consistent rule that it will start to alert the enemies. So if I want to avoid that alerting, then I just need to move outside that light, so I can understand where I want to move and where I want to avoid very easily. and there are machines like this as well that can also activate and deactivate doors, and or like activate or deactivate other machines. I can crawl through these vents for some shortcuts. So yes, and I like that communication. I like that information that is important to help me to help me navigate this game world is communicated very clearly through these visuals. And too many other games would probably have me mouse hover on the item and read some kind of massive text description about what this object does, and how that object works. But in this game's context, all of this information is communicated visually and clearly, and immediately. And here, green door means open, red door means closed. So small details like that I greatly appreciate. Oh, and the next small reason I appreciate this game's world design, and which makes this a more user friendly experience for me, is that this game world is consistently a flat ground, or flat surface. So what I mean is that, as you can see here, there are these simulated roads and streets, which are these big, long, flat surfaces that my team can walk on. And if I look into the facility of these places, they also have big, long roads. There's maybe some stairs, but there is, but this is all one level. Like if I consider the vertical space of this world, these stairs don't spiral on top of themselves. I don't know how to describe this, but from my mind, that the world is mostly a large flat space, and the reason why this is user friendly is that when I need to navigate this world, it is more easier for me to understand what kind of new area I might walk on. So it doesn't matter if I'm walking through this facility for the first time, or it doesn't matter if I am walking through this street. What I can consistently depend on is this consistent rule that the game world is mostly flat. And so when I have to travel around, or even run away from danger, I don't have to worry about any. I don't have to worry about arbitrary invisible walls, or I don't have to worry about being stuck in some trap. I can just keep running as long as I can see space as long as I can see space ahead of my team. So that there's flat space here, that there's a small set of stairs here, there's more flat space here, and I like traveling around in a big open space, partly because more opportunities for mindless walking around, and more opportunities to relax my mind as well. So yes, so that is another reason why I value this game, because when I add all of the when I add together all of the accessible experiences together, or when I add together all of the valued experience, they create this much bigger and much more cohesive, very positive experience. Um, um, so yes, I might need a moment now just to give my throat and give my mind a break. Um, um, and maybe one more reason I like this game is the user interface seems to be very minimalistic. So unlike games like World of Warcraft that have buttons and icons and the images all over my screen, this game has resources in one corner. This game has buttons to help me quickly access my team functions down here. And there is also a small map here that can help me to understand more of my space. And then most of my screen space is just this game world. Oh, and one more reason I like this game as well is I like the visual aesthetic. So this is like a dark nighttime city with like neon lights. So the colors help make the city seem more vibrant. But mostly there are these dark blacks, dark browns, and I like that because too many bright colors can make me feel overwhelmed. And I believe there is some color theory that says we can overwhelm the human psychology by showing them too many oversaturated colors. And in this game, my eyes don't feel well. I don't feel overwhelmed through my eyes because I don't know the phrase, but the color scheme or the visual aesthetic. I like this game has mostly dark colors, but spare but some small bright colors here and there. It makes this game easier to observe and easier to navigate my own environment. And I like how this simulates some of the real world and maybe borrows some of the problem solving from the real world. That if you have a dark city like land, then having these small street lights helps to highlight very clear paths. And navigating dark areas with cleverly placed lights can make navigating world space much easier. Um, so yes, so all of these small game design, attention to details, helped create a very enjoyable experience for me. But to be fair, I believe no game is imperfect, and one minor dislike that I have about this game is that some of the user menus can be too complex and not very intuitive. So for example, if I press my menu, there's all of these tabs here, and each tab can contain a large amount of information. So this tab has all of the objectives or the missions I can choose, and they often have these massive text descriptions, and then at the very bottom they have this button to say, do I want to ping, or do I want to mark the location of the mission on my map. These are too many steps for my own liking. I have to click this tab, click this sub tab, and then scroll through big text, and then click a button, and then go back to my game world, and then observe my map, and then go there. That is multiple steps that I wish could be simplified. But that is vaguely a minor complaint relative to all of the other positive experience that I like about this game. And then there is this and one reason I also like this game is that when they have to organize information, they organize information as a list, and this is a very accessible user interface for me, because information is organized in one direction, so I can only go up the list or down the list. I don't like how many games have a two-dimensional inventory grid system, where there are multiple square blocks, and I have to look to the right, look to the left, look to the up, look to the down, look diagonal, just to confirm where is my item, what does my item do, and that is too many more steps just to process information. But this game, unfortunately for me, does organize some information into these two directional list, and I like that. But this is also another complex user interface I don't like as much. So this loadout tab, suddenly opens more tabs. And these tabs now have two lists or three windows. So one is what my soldier is equipped with. The second list is the options for what I can equip, and the third list is more text details and whether I want to equip. So this is a relatively very complex user interface. I don't know how to organize this much better, but I would like to believe we can simplify how we present information. And here there's like some two-dimensional information here. I have to look left and right and up and down. It's slightly messy here. And then down here, I have to click these other buttons just to acknowledge the sub tabs for that specific, or to make these sub tabs apply to that specific soldier. So this interface is kind of vaguely unfriendly. So this is one of my complaints about this game. But besides that, this game experience is mostly very enjoyable for me. And I have finished this main story, or I have finished the progression of this game through the main story once, and I like this game so much that I intend to play this game again from the very beginning. Um, and I believe that is a sign that the game that or that is one indicator that the game designers have successfully crafted a positive experience. If when I have because if I have experienced all the content of this game, or if I have experienced the main core experience, even when even when I finish some arbitrary end to this game, I still feel motivated to play again. And why do I want to play again? Because I want to I want to capture, or I want to re-experience those positives again. And I might play the game the exact same way that I did before. I might explore some other options, but having this consistent game world that I have become more familiar with, and repeating these playthroughs can be a very satisfying experience. And maybe, and to be fair, maybe many game designers and many game developers probably do not understand what specific game features translate to specific game experiences. And I am just describing what well, I am describing and breaking down what specific experiences apply to me, and what I can clearly observe, and what I am able to describe as best as I can. Um, so in a way, this recording can be a helpful, I guess, game design aid if game designers are interested in always growing their knowledge and growing their experience about how specific game features can translate into specific game experiences. And I am very sensitive to what makes my experience user friendly or not. Because I have a very specific mind that struggles much more easily than most people. Um, so so yes, I like this game. Maybe more accurately, I should say I love this game. This game is user friendly. This game gives me tools that I can work with easily. There seems to be minimal steps between intent and between execution. There are degrees of failure. This game does not catastrophically punish me from failure. This game lets me run from danger. This game lets me retreat. This game lets me develop new plans. This game gives me opportunities to execute new plans. Um, and the moment to moment experience helps me to engage and helps me to relax my mind at the same time. I like that kind of brain experience. I don't want non-stop engagement. I don't want to be waiting all of the time. But a game that I can engage a little and also wait a little, and somehow they mix together in this amazing flow that always goes forward. That is a complex to create but a magical experience for me. And I don't know how to describe my experiences more clearly, but this is probably the best I can describe at this time. And my total experience is greater than the sum of its parts. There are so many positive parts that add together that make a very friendly experience, a very engaging experience. And I play to progress. I do not play to struggle. And I like traveling from one point to the next. I like completing objectives. I like gathering important resources. I sometimes like to improvise, and I like to focus and maintain my own flow. And this game gives me a structure that I can lean on, that is both consistent, both reliable, and I can repeat, I can grow. This is a very satisfying experience for me, and I wish more games were created that create these experiences. So it is not so much about specific. It is less about a game including specific technology features, but specific technology features are correlated with better experiences. So I don't mean to share this some overly complex talk, but my mind naturally thinks about the complex experiences I have, and I like to try to communicate my own complex thoughts as clearly as I can. I don't always succeed, but I like to try my best. But for now, I am probably content with wrapping up this, or I'm content with finishing this recording soon. I just wanted to describe why I personally deeply enjoy this game at the moment, and thank you to the game designers of this game. Thank you to the game developers. Thank you to the quality testers, and to the people involved in shaping this game to the way that this game is now. This is not trying to convince. This recording is not trying to convince people to play this game. This is not trying to convince people to make a similar styled game. But I am just trying to communicate why I like this game so much, and thanks again to the people that helped shape this game, and thanks to you, the audience, for listening to me talk about this game as well. Thanks for listening.